Learn English through stories.
Once upon a time, in a small town, there lived two best friends named Tom and Sam. They had been friends since they were little kids, and they were always there for each other, through thick and thin. They would play together, study together, and even go on adventures together. One day, Tom was feeling very sad, and Sam could tell that something was wrong. So, he asked him what was bothering him. Tom hesitated at first, but then he opened up and told Sam that his parents were getting a divorce. Sam listened patiently and then said, "I'm really sorry to hear that, Tom. I can't even imagine what you must be going through." Tom nodded and said, "It's just so hard, Sam. I feel like my whole world is falling apart." Sam put his hand on Tom's shoulder and said, "I know it's hard, but I want you to know that I'm here for you, no matter what. You can talk to me anytime you need to." Tom smiled and said, "Thanks, Sam. You're a true friend." A few weeks later, Sam was having a tough time too. He had failed a test at school and was feeling really down about it. Tom noticed that Sam was not himself and asked him what was wrong. Sam told Tom about the test and how he felt like he had let everyone down, including himself. Tom put his arm around Sam and said, "Don't be so hard on yourself, Sam. Failing a test doesn't define who you are. You're still a great friend and a smart guy." Sam looked up at Tom and said, "Thanks, Tom. You always know how to make me feel better. You're a true friend." As the years went by, Tom and Sam grew up together and went to college in the same town. They continued to be the best of friends and would always be there for each other when they needed support. They would often have long conversations about their hopes, dreams, and fears. One day, as they were walking back to their dorms after class, Tom said, "Sam, I have something to tell you. I think I might be gay." Sam was taken aback by this news, but he quickly composed himself and said, "Tom, I'm your friend no matter what. I accept you for who you are, and I will always support you." Tom looked relieved and said, "Thank you, Sam. I was so scared to tell you, but I knew you would understand." Sam smiled and said, "Of course, Tom. You're my best friend, and nothing will ever change that." A few years later, Sam met a girl named Sarah, and they fell in love. They started dating, and Sam was over the moon. He would often tell Tom about Sarah and how happy he was with her. One day, Tom said, "Sam, I think I might be in love with you." Sam was shocked by this confession and didn't know what to say. He had never thought of Tom in that way, and he didn't want to hurt their friendship. Tom quickly realized that he had made a mistake and said, "I'm sorry, Sam. I shouldn't have said that. I value our friendship more than anything, and I don't want to lose that." Sam hugged Tom and said, "I understand, Tom. I appreciate your honesty, and I want you to know that I love you too, but as a friend. You're a true friend, and nothing will ever change that." Tom smiled and said, "Thanks, Sam. You're the best friend a guy could ask for." After college, Tom and Sam moved to different cities to pursue their careers, but they always kept in touch. Whenever they talked or met, it felt like no time had passed since they last saw each other. They would talk about their successes and problems and support each other through life's ups and downs. One day, Sam called Tom and said, "I have some bad news. Sarah and I broke up." Tom could hear the pain in Sam's voice and said, "I'm so sorry, Sam. That must be really tough for you." Sam sniffled and said, "Yeah, it is. I just feel like I've lost a part of myself." Tom said, "I know it's hard, but you will get through this. You always do. And remember, I'm here for you, no matter what." Sam smiled through his tears and said, "Thanks, Tom. You're a true friend." A few months later, Tom got a job offer in a different city and decided to take it. He was excited about the opportunity, but he was also nervous about leaving his friends and family behind. He called Sam and said, "I got the job, Sam. I'm moving to a new city." Sam was happy for Tom but sad at the same time. He said, "I'm going to miss you, Tom. You're my best friend, and it won't be the same without you." Tom said, "I'm going to miss you too, Sam. But we'll still talk on the phone and visit each other. Our friendship will always be strong, no matter where we are in the world." And so, Tom moved to the new city and started his new job. He made new friends and had new experiences, but he always remembered the bond he had with Sam. He would still call him every week and share his adventures with him. And Sam would do the same. Years went by, and Tom and Sam both got married and had children. They would still talk on the phone and visit each other, but their conversations were now about their families and their children's achievements. They were still each other's confidants and best friends, but their lives had taken on a new meaning. One day, Tom called Sam and said, "Sam, I have some terrible news. I have cancer." Sam was shocked and didn't know what to say. Tom had always been the strong one, the one who would never give up. He said, "Tom, I'm so sorry. I can't even imagine what you're going through." Tom said, "It's okay, Sam. I have my family, and I have you. That's all I need." Sam said, "I'll come and visit you as soon as I can." And so, Sam booked a flight to see Tom. He spent a week with him, talking about old times and making new memories. Tom's health was deteriorating, but he was still the same old Tom. He would make jokes and tell stories, even when he was in pain. On the last day of Sam's visit, Tom said, "Sam, I want to thank you for being my friend. You've always been there for me, through thick and thin. I couldn't have asked for a better friend." Sam was holding back tears and said, "Tom, you're my best friend. You've always been there for me too. I love you, man." Tom smiled and said, "I love you too, Sam. You're a true friend." A few days later, Tom passed away. Sam was heartbroken, but he knew that Tom was no longer in pain. He would always remember their friendship and the memories they shared. He would always be grateful for having a true friend like Tom.